Hello, and welcome to Special Report on ARCN TV, Mabushi Abuja. I'm Joshua Ishaya. In this package, we are the Senth organizing in honor of the retirement of Assistant Commander General ACG Abdullah Ibrahim of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Nscdc. Assistant Commandant General of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Nscdc ACG Abdullah Ibrahim, hits the mandatory retirement age of 60 on the 17th of July 2022. In the employment guide of a federal civil servant, the rule provides no exemption for anyone who has spent 35 years in service or becomes 60 years old. Alhaji Abdullah Ibrahim served the Nscdc and the nation in different capacities. He was at the time the commandant of Nscdc in Zamfara and Borno State, before he was deployed to the headquarters in Abuja to take charge of procurements. A high point of his tenure was the donation of 35 Hilux vehicles by the former governor of Borno State, Alhaji Kashim Shettima. Prior to his retirement, he was the director in charge of procurement at the Nscdc headquarters in Abuja. For his professionalism and discipline, the Nscdc Commandant General has retained him to serve as a consultant to the Nscdc. Dr. Adeola Dolapo Badro could not hide his appreciation for ACG Abdullah Ibrahim for standing with integrity and discipline in serving Nigeria.
That each time I think about the ACG that retired but not tired, I have a kind of hope in our country, Nigeria, that people will serve, whether in public or private service, and they will serve diligently, and they will serve without any problem at all, but primarily committed to the service of fatherland. It is by providence I met my dear friend, and I must confirm to you and confess at the same time, since I met him and up till now, I'm still taken aback as to whether he's still a Nigerian in this present day Nigeria. Up till now, I am taken aback that we still have people like this who are ready to serve their fatherland. It is very fresh in my memory. A few weeks ago, and I met one of the sons in the office. I never knew he was one of the sons. But that spirit in me just said I should discuss with him and ask him to sit down and have a word with him. It is not for anything, but for the fact that the children has actually imbibed these sterling qualities of their parents. And I must give it to Almighty Allah that has made it possible, and of course, the amiable and understanding wife, Al-Hajjah. Even for our support, for our cooperation, and more importantly, for our understanding at all times. Today's event is not, a kind of loud event, but it's a kind of event that I'm particularly very happy. I refuse to share with him. It is not out of, not wanting him to know, but I know that he has too many things up his sleeves. When I was 63 on November 7th this year, you have forgotten, I didn't tell him. Because I know he will go miles. But one thing he knows about me is that I won't forget, I will pencil it down and begin to follow from one to another. But our guy is duly excused because he has too many things. I was with him in the office of the CG. He came in and he told me to my face, he said, you know that he's retired, but I refuse to let him go. And as I speak, he's still a consultant. It is very rare. I can attest to the fact that he's a man that is not behaving as a Nigerian. When you go out there as a businessman, we know what we see, we know what we meet. Honestly, since I met him up till now, he's the only one that I know that will be holding a very, in fact, powerful and influential office and will refuse to be taken aback by, the best of that office. It is rare. People who are not up to his standard will say, yes, you're a businessman, you have come to me. I'm giving you a contract of 100 million naira. You have no choice than to deposit 10 million naira. But here, the man is here. He will not demand for 1 naira. He will treat his file as at expected, and he will take his leave. He won't expect anything. And no matter what you bring, he won't take. No matter what you bring. And that is why it beats my imagination. But each time I think about it again, I have the hope that Nigeria will still be the old Nigeria. Things are terribly bad, no doubt. But when you have crops of fine officers who have impeccable character like this, we should not let them go. I want to conclude because of another appointment that he has. That even for this to hold, it's a human's job. He retired on Sunday, 17th July, when he clocked 60. He just told his CG, Oga, I have to go. CG was not happy anyway. Let's extend it, Oga. I wouldn't want to extend with due respect. You're my boss, you remain my boss, but sir, this one, I want to plead with you passionately, let me just go. I don't want any problem for you. People may be watching because he's occupying a very sensitive position. That he's already 60 now, then he have to. And one thing is peculiar in Nigerian public service. People will doctor their age 24/7. More importantly, because of the perks of office. But again, there are just very, very few of his caliber that will not be swayed by the perks of office. Rather than say, I am 60, I just have to let go. And this is the more reason why all these goodies now are following him, even after retirement. I remember one of my WhatsApp messages to him. I said, okay, your case will be like that of Obasanjo. When Obasanjo left office as president, in fact, he's more busier now than when he was assistant president. As he was about leaving office, one of his bosses who has implicit confidence in him, like CG, invited him. I've never seen that in this world. For instance, you register a company with CAC as the founder, chairman, and everything. Because of his impeccable character, the man decided to hand over everything related to the company to him as the chairman and CEO. Oh, the founder told me, I met him. He said, I have decided to hand over this company, not as maybe appointing him as managing director. He appointed him as chairman, CEO, just to go. It is very rare. And the founder will have been here, but due to circumstances beyond his control. But we have his blessings. Like I said, you can go ahead. And that is why he's here. I can continue. But all I would just say is, this is a wonderful moment.
Some of the dignitaries present at the Senth Awards include former Deputy Controller General of the Nigerian Correctional Service, DCG Tunde Ladipo, and his wife, Mrs. Olabisi Ladipo, retired. Assistant Inspector General of Police Wilson Inaligu and the popular NTA veteran broadcaster Ande Shuaga, all of them congratulated the ACG on his retirement, and they also welcome him to the Elders Club of Nigeria.
He's a man that is very honest, straightforward, kind-hearted. When he tells you he will do this, be rest assured he will do it. He's a real Nigerian, and he wants to serve this country to the best of his ability. And that is why he has continued to interact with me. When I did my pull-out ceremony, he single-handedly handled the program and the profile, in fact, biography. He did it. I would have brought some copies here, at least to share with you. The code decorator. In fact, when my wife was decorating the hall, he stood by her. By 2 a.m., my wife was still decorating the hall. And this woman, you are not going to sleep. You had to join her to decorate the hall, and it was fantastic. One of the best we have seen in recent times. He's a great man. And once he loves you, he loves you. And you won't miss words. That's, highly principled. But we thank God for his life, and we thank God for what people who have the heart to serve Nigeria. And you are one of them. Honest, uncompromising with ethics of the job, and then making sure that the service gets better. And I'm so impressed with what the Commandant General has done since he assumed office. The civil defense has changed for good. And that is why he has recognized the qualities in you, that even after retirement, he said, no, you still have to serve Nscdc and Nigeria. And I'm happy that you took up that challenge. Even though you don't want your record to be stained, I understand with you, it's good. And even me, I said, no, when it is time, I go. That is the will of God for me. And at this level, you get to number 2 position, what else are you looking for in life? And I'm so happy to see Madam beside you, very beautiful woman, with beautiful daughter and fine dog. It is the reward for the hard work, for your commitment to service to Nigeria. This is the word that we are seeing. And for Dr. Badru, who is not an Hausa man, to recognize what you have done and to honor you is a privilege. It's a very rare privilege. So we want to thank God for what he has done in your life and for what he will still do. Because you still have the strength. You are retired and you are not tired. Just like my brother, he's retired 3 years ago, and you can, if somebody tells you that he's sick, you won't doubt it.
Had discussed this with me over 3 months ago. I think way back, and that he was going to make a very small reception to honor your retirement, your glorious exit from the service. It's very interesting to change from one life to another. The first few months of your retirement appear a bit strange, but after about a year plus, you get used to it and you are so happy for it. So welcome. There is nothing to, you see, when you serve your country well, you'll be shocked that even in retirement, it's like you are still in service, because people are still going to have recourse to you. You are going to have unexpected favors and kindness, just like Dr. Badru is honoring you today. That's what the service, and that's why it's called service, an opportunity to be of help to your fellow humans. It's nothing more than that. But sometimes when we're in service, we get carried away by our shoulders. But when you come out, the shoulder doesn't matter anymore. Even some of the people you have around you is because of the office. But it's very the initial period, few months after your retirement, is quite difficult and strange. But after a while, you're so busy. I retired in 2019, March 15th. I turned 60. I had 2 more years, but I already turned 60. I didn't alter my age. So I retired in 2019. By March, God willing, next year, it will be 4 years. But it looks like yesterday. So it is so important that all of us that God has given us the opportunity to serve, let us make impact in our various communities, and people who come out, because people are going to come out, a lot of people will come across you, some in terrible distress, and a kind word from you, a kind act from you, will go a long way to assuage their frustration, their disappointment, and their anger. So it's important to share this. And so congratulations on your. It's not easy to serve several years and to retire voluntarily. Several problems on the way from your colleagues. Some love you, some don't love you, not for anything. Maybe your position, they think you are climbing so fast. And for you, being in procurement, some people want you dead so that they can take over your position. It's just like that. So all you owe God is thank you, Father, for this great privilege that among millions have been privileged to serve and retire voluntarily. It's something that you celebrate every day of your life.
On his retirement, ACG Abdullahi Ibrahim, on his deserved retirement, is still looking young. I want to call you a young man. I won't call you an old man, because people like you should not be old. You should still be young. And Hajia, I welcome you. I greet you. So nice to meet you. When you see a man who has done well, or who is doing well, then look at the partner. The partner will tell you much about how or why he's behaving that way. And I know there is, nobody can tell me, because I know, I'm a married man myself, that if you have been like that, the way you have been, then your wife has a very strong influence in the way you have been. You are your person. I know you are your person, but your wife would have played a key role in the way you have been. Anyhow, the things that you do, the men, the wife, the pressure of the wife, the family, your wife must have affected you, must have influenced you. And so, before I came here, he has told me so much about you. I would not, pardon me, I won't recall you one-on-one before now. But now, of course, I can't forget you again. I may have met you before in the, somewhere, but I couldn't recall. But now, I can't forget you again. Particularly what you said about you. Because the job, I was at the event, the foundation laying ceremony of the Nscdc
cooperative
society building, and he is of course the contractor. He told me that you didn't take anything from him. We know that in this country, before anybody gets a job, any job, unless you are he's somebody that knows you, or somebody who knows somebody, or who said go and give him this job. Before you get a job, you would have spent so much money. I know about. I'm not a contractor. I'm a civil. I retired as a civil servant, and I know how things are in this country. But he told me that he never gave you, he never demanded for anything, and he got that job. I know it's a huge job, it's a big job. And for anybody to get a job like that in this country, you must have coughed out some money, some big money. I said he did not give any money. He never asked for it, and he didn't give, and he got the job. So that impresses me.
All you have said, sir, is just a little about him. And I think time will not permit me to say everything. But this is a person that has stood his words. This is a person of his words, rather. My boss, ACG Abdullah Ibrahim, retired. He's has been in the service. He has worked at various locations of the Corps. Most recently, he was the commandant of Nscdc in Borno State Command. He has done very, very well in the state.
Recognizing the one who made today's occasion possible. Like my senior has just said, he described him. You can use the whole dictionary. You cannot find the right word to describe Dr. Badru Ajuola. I cannot thank you enough, sir. He's a man clothed with 1,000 words of charisma. And then I will continue to talk on and on. But I will reserve my comment. Maybe when we meet in January, I will say it better. And then not to receive query when I go back home, let me recognize my name. They say behind every successful man, not an ambitious woman. So she's not only behind me, she's by my side, urging me. So thank you, I cannot thank you enough. When we are growing as assistant commandant and all, we look up to them as our mentors. When you mention, I say, what coming to my head? No, I can't. Sir, I thank God for your life. Just what had happened is very unfortunate, but it's not your portion. This is the first and last, it will never happen. And the DCG, sir, Tunde and his amiable wife, when we spoke on phone, I thought you were thinking it was a very mighty man. It's just a very small man. You see, they were the first people that trained us when we joined the Corps. Yes. They trained us and they instilled that, yes, discipline in us. They say, please, let us know. You people who are going into the world, don't disgrace us. Because once you do something bad, you say they were trained by the correctional service, the prison service. So I cannot thank you enough for that training. And my sister, I know you are behind it. Thank you very much. God will continue to enrich your pocket for the amount. This needle that you have taken out, go replace it with a can. Thank you very much. I most sincerely thank Dr. Badru Ajuola for this unique opportunity. I want to advise the younger generation. It is not all about money, but integrity. They still believe in the project Nigeria. Whatever they want to do, they should think about their name, your family name, then the posterity. Because integrity is something that you cannot compromise. Once you soil your reputation, money cannot repair it. So I want to advise the younger generation, whatever they are going to do in life, they should think about God first and humanity. And wherever they are, if they cannot be the tree, they should be the grass. If they cannot be the moon, they should be the star. And wherever they are, they should be the best.
One good turn, they say, deserves another. An appreciation for a good deed is always recommended. That's how far we can go on the special report of a Senth organized in honor of Nscdc Assistant Commander General ACG Abdullah Ibrahim. I'm Joshua Ishaya, thanking you for watching. Bye for now.